Hello everyone, I'm at the MOBILISIS booth at Intertraffic to have a chat with Allan from Geosparc and Kresimir from MOBILISIS.
My name is Allan Segebarth, and I work for the company called Geosparc based in Belgium.
And Geosparc, what do you guys do and what kind of solutions do you provide?
Geosparc is a software company, and we have built a middleware where we connect and we collect data from smart sensors, and more specifically from smart parking sensors.
So we're here at the MOBILISIS booth because of your partnership with MOBILISIS. Could you tell me a bit more about that?
Sure, we're at the MOBILISIS stand, and so basically, to make a long story short, we see that a lot of cities and cities in Belgium and elsewhere are installing more and more EV charging bays because of the electrification of the fleet, fiscal reasons, etc. And basically what happens is that it's easy to put a charging pole in the street, and then people start feeling that the issues that creates being icing. Typically you have a charging pole, somebody puts a car there, start charging, leaves the car when it's charged, or it's a combustion engine vehicle, parks there where it shouldn't be there. And so the problem is that electric vehicle drivers who need electricity quickly, well, very often they're faced with an EV charging bay which is occupied sort of illegally or by a car who shouldn't be there. And that is something that you can solve if you have the correct data. You need to combine data from the charging pole and combine data from a smart sensor that you put in the ground, because you want to know, is there a car and is that car charging? And so that's exactly what we've been doing with our middleware platform. But to make that happen, to collect the correct data, we needed to find infrastructure smart parking sensors which could provide us that qualitative data quickly, qualitatively, and basically we did a full research, looked for some partners, and started working with MOBILISIS now, who can completely deliver on that promise.
So what kind of companies or entities can really benefit from this?
Well, we have a very nice use case, for example, in Antwerp, where the city of Antwerp has installed or is going to install a huge number of charging poles from Total Energies, and we're providing the smart sensors from MOBILISIS in this use case with our software, connecting the data and then providing that data, because basically you collect the qualitative data, then you clean that data and make it actionable, and then provide that to the cities and municipalities or to the enforcement agencies, who can then act upon that to support their policies or to do an enforcement.
So collecting data is key?
Yes, that's correct. Collecting qualitative data is key. So it's really crucial that the data that we collect can be used to do that enforcement and can be used to create those reporting and policy supporting. And for that, we work with MOBILISIS as provider of the smart parking sensors.
I'm Kresimir Mestric. I'm the co-founder of the MOBILISIS, and partly working on R&D in MOBILISIS. And today I'm going to introduce a parking sensor, which is shown on this fair today.
Could you briefly introduce MOBILISIS a bit more and the solutions that you provide?
Yes. The MOBILISIS has years of experience in developing of the in-ground parking sensors. And today we finish the new generation of the parking sensors, which are really reliable and good for the applications which are described by the Geosparc.
And so there was a lot of conversation about data from Allan. Could you expand on that provided by MOBILISIS?
I think this is the key point of every sensor. The main property of the sensor should be that the data is generated always reliable on all environmental conditions and all weather conditions. This is the key point which we follow in developing process of the sensor. So during these last 5-6 years, during the many generation of the sensors, we recognize that this is the most important thing, that the sensor generates reliable data, and the data is the send of the secure channel with shortest time, and that will be everything let's say, reliable and on time.
So what can the industry expect now with this partnership that you have with Geosparc?
So I think that we have a solution, we have a hardware and infrastructure which can open a new kind of services. And on the top of our sensor could not only detect the cars, we can offer the new feature which says that we can identify the motorist inside of the car. That opens really a new set of the applications which will be used on the market.
So what are the benefits that the customer can expect?
The customer always expects that the infrastructure will be with lower total cost of ownership, and therefore the sensor has features like easy to install and easy to maintain the sensor itself. Especially the sensor has a smart power management which offers then years of work without any additional or zero costs.
Thank you, Kresimir, for the interview, and I wish you all the best with the partnership with Geosparc.
Thank you very much, too.